Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience, start to finish. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer found their initial experience with this monitor to be overwhelmingly positive, especially as an upgrade from a previous, lower quality device. Right out of the box, our reviewer was impressed with the secure packaging that protected the unit during shipping, ensuring it arrived without any damage. Setting it up on a desk was pretty straightforward. It involved simply attaching the base and plugging in the necessary cords. The package conveniently included both HDMI and VGA cables, which was a nice touch. Physically, the monitor is surprisingly lightweight. While the frame has a sleek, glossy finish, the bezel immediately surrounding the picture is matte, which is excellent for minimizing distracting reflections. This client noted that the neck connecting the screen to the base isn't removable, which might be a consideration for those planning to wall mount the display, but it poses no issue for standard desktop use. On-screen menu system is also user-friendly and easy to navigate. The most impressive feature by far is the picture quality. For our reviewer who does a lot of digital art and design, the vivid and accurate colors were a huge plus. The display arrived with no dead pixels, and after a quick auto adjustment, was ready to go. In games, the difference was immediately noticeable, with vibrant lights and deep, detailed shadows that brought visuals to life. It was a genuine treat for the eyes. The only real letdown was the performance of the built-in speakers, which our reviewer described as having a tinny, low-quality sound. However, this was a minor issue for someone who primarily uses headphones or a dedicated sound system, and it didn't detract from their overall satisfaction with the excellent visual performance of this display.
Opening things up, our first reviewer gives us their take.
This reviewer found the transition from an old 17.3-inch laptop to this new monitor to be a massive upgrade. The screen itself seems huge in comparison, and our reviewer was immediately impressed by the crisp, clear picture quality of the LED display. They even noted that it looks significantly nicer and sharper than the dual monitors they use at their workplace. For general home and family computing, this screen is more than capable and provides a great visual experience, especially when using a modern HDMI connection. The client's main issue, however, wasn't with the performance but with a peculiar design choice. They had planned a very specific setup, a compact floating wall desk paired with a mini PC to maximize space. A key part of this plan was to wall mount the monitor, not only for a clean, minimalist look, but also to ensure it couldn't be accidentally knocked over by their kids. Unfortunately, after making the purchase, they discovered that the base stand, which they describe as a tail, is not designed to be removed. This means that even when mounted, a piece of the stand protrudes awkwardly from the bottom, completely undermining the clean aesthetic they were aiming for. Initially, our reviewer assumed it could be taken off with a few screws, but after some online research, they realized it was a more permanent fixture. Contemplating their options, they decided they would likely take the drastic step of physically cutting the offending piece off. Our reviewer reasoned that if they ever needed a stand in the future, they could simply purchase an inexpensive VSA-compatible table mount. Given that they couldn't find another screen they liked as much in a similar price range, modifying this one seemed like the best path forward. While the flaw is a constant minor annoyance, the overall value of the monitor makes it worth keeping.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer wanted to share their experience with this monitor. They initially purchased one online from a big retailer and were so impressed that they decided to get a second one from another online marketplace. The first one was perfect, but unfortunately, the second monitor arrived with a minor flaw, a small, lighter than usual spot on the screen. This client admits they probably should have complained, but decided to overlook it since it wasn't too distracting. The reviewer was particularly pleased with several features. The built-in speakers were a definite win, especially considering they didn't have to buy separate ones. While not audiophile grade, they found the sound perfectly adequate for watching videos and streaming content. Another huge bonus was the multiple input options, including HDMI, which allowed them to connect their gaming console. The picture quality is excellent, making everyday tasks like browsing and working significantly more enjoyable. The screen size is large enough to comfortably display two applications side by side, effectively creating a dual-screen experience on a single display. The only real downside was the aforementioned spot on the second monitor, which led to a slight deduction in the overall rating. However, they still wholeheartedly recommend this monitor, citing its great value for the price. This client enjoys using it for media consumption and general productivity and finds the picture to be crisp and clear. They do mention they are not a hardcore gamer, so they cannot comment on its performance with high refresh rate games. Overall, our reviewer would definitely buy this monitor again and encourages others to consider it.
And that's it. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.